You kind of ready to embrace a role that changes from game to game or week to week?
Yeah, that's what I did last year. Last year was kind of the same thing. I didn't have a specific role. It was just kind of whenever Coach called on me, I went in and did what he asked for. So I think it's kind of the same thing I'm going to have this year. I'm ready for it.
Are there a lot of guys that have to kind of take that approach?
Yeah, I think so, mainly because the way we handle ourselves is like more as a staff instead of each guy having their own role. It's kind of, we all go out there, we're going out there for one job, and that's a victory. So nobody really has roles. We don't really rely on that, like the actual title itself. It's just kind of, I think the whole staff kind of does it. All the relievers have the same idea.
AD said that traditionally that you want to have one guy be that closer at the end of the game, but he also kind of left the door open that it could be a few guys that could alternate from time to time. How much does that keep things competitive?
Well, it makes it really competitive. Anytime you lose a guy like Joe, Joe was great last year, and he left us, and it opened up the door for someone else to step in. We don't know who that's going to be yet. So like you said, if you have a bunch of guys going for that same spot, it does make it competitive. But it's a friendly competition too. It's not like we're not cutting each other's throats for this, but we want it. Everybody wants it. And what it's going to end up doing is whoever fills in that role, everyone else is going to be better for the competition in whatever role they fall into. So I think it's going to work out well.
How much do you older guys take, especially the freshmen? You've got sophomores in there too, but especially the freshmen, kind of take them under your wing, the guys that don't end up in a starting role, and say, that doesn't matter, this is still a vital spot for you.
Yeah, well, I think everyone here kind of understands that, but that is one thing we've been able to do is let them know it doesn't matter when you're throwing. If you're throwing, it's vital. And so that's kind of the idea we all take, and we kind of relate it to the freshmen, but those guys are competitive enough that they won't be upset with any playing time. And wherever it is, they're going to enjoy it. So, I think we have a very high intensity. We have a high level of competitive nature on this staff, and I think it's going to show whenever we start playing.